Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to draw a shark. So we have the usual pencils that I use, generals, charcoals. I got this set yesterday and they just cost $3-4 with a coupon. So these are, they do the job quite well, but there's some dark tones that the general colors do not get on the paper, which some other brands do, but we can I'll be doing that next in some of the next videos. So for this one I'll be using these pencils. So I have the reference image, and I'm simply going to take the medium pencil and just draw the outline of the shark. Just very loosely, just try and capture the face. Don't worry about getting the shape exactly right, because you can always, once you've got the whole shape down, then you can see in sort of totality what the whole thing looks like, and you can make adjustments. So that's why it's better not to focus too much on the details if you can, and just lay down what you see. Just going over very and of course that fin is all very important. So you can see that this shark is coming, we're sort of looking at it full on almost. That's why the shape looks a little bulbous. And then so see, this is the adjustment I've just made here according to the mouth. See, I'm just focusing on the shape right now. Not too much the details yet, which you've seen. If you've seen my previous videos, you'll know that this is the approach I usually use. There's lots of teeth in here, but I won't do the details of the teeth just yet. We can do that later on. But first, so I'll go through the kneaded rubber here. I can see there's a little bit more of an acute angle here. So what we can do now is simply just put down the tone. I'm starting to put down the tones now of the shark. Some dark here, dark there. Just putting down the there. So it always helps to keep just going over the drawing, not really focusing anything on details. Just, yeah, as you know, this is the belly. It would be a little lighter, but still the tone, you're not really thinking it's pure white. There's a tonal value to this, so we'll get to it. So I'm beginning to think that because there's a large surface area to cover, not much texture, might end up using a blending tool. You know, the paper blender, just to we know that this is not pure white, but we can have some fun and leave that for the white to go over it to get extra tone. The sort of the idea of white, but not truly white. So mixed with this charcoal underneath. That's the beauty of charcoal, that the mixing, it's not like one 2D type drawing with graphites. You have a lot of control over the mixing and how it's going to look, especially with the white, which I tend to use towards the end. So I'm just laying down the shadow areas. As you know, the nose is one of the big features. And that is just probably, it's darker here because of its nostrils. Again, you see how I'm actually following the shape of the shark here. So let's go to a blending tool that we can use. Let's see how that looks. So we have the blending. And the blending seems to, this stage, you see I'm not focused at all. I'm not swayed by how this image is looking. I'm more interested in how it's going to look at the end, towards the end, as I keep going past one pass after another multiple times and just continue to add details as my eye sees it. Look at that right here. There's a tone. By doing that, there's a tone. So just adding that, there's a tone there. Okay, so keep doing that. Let's just continue to, let's just add the teeth now. There's like pretty powerful two sets of teeth that this shark has here. I'll just put those down as reference, not really focused on, because they're all a bit crooked, probably from many years of preying on other fish, and probably lost a few, who knows. Okay, again, tonal values here. The light gets darker as you go deep behind the mouth. Right, that's the effect. And as you know, you have the tablet, which is really handy because you can zoom in on particular areas, and when you need to see more detail, which is you can add, which is really handy. And so that's what I'm doing right now, is going over this soft, darker 4B pencil. You can see compared to the medium, it's a lot more darker. Then we can probably add the eyes, and again around the eyes. And let's go here where the nose, which is quite again, we can probably go through it, blend it, so it doesn't look as though it's like a fixed line type. But keep in mind that when you add, there's the other eyes there to make that a bit prominent. So just keep adding the details here. But you see, this is a little bit darker, so you know that's the nose. Again, if you get the tones right, inevitably the drawing takes on a 3D look image. So rather than focusing on the, just the actual outline and the drawing, look at the tones. Tones are really key to getting good drawings. You see, as you go over again and as you look at the image more and more, you get a sense of the tones that are in that picture, and you can enhance it. Notice that like here I'm just going to pull the mouth right here, and immediately you can see dark tones, what kind of effect it's having. So again, I'm just changing the the angle of the thing. We know I'm looking at, so we know that there's some tonal value here to give the 3D here, and then you got that. So we can go over with the blender. Okay, so yeah, if you want to get to the details, just zoom in on each of these areas, and then so let's go in and zoom in and just again, the blending helps to merge with the other aspect of the other side. Like for example, if you put down an etched pencil mark, the blending helps it to merge with its surrounding areas, giving it a sense of depth here. Like for example here I can press harder to get the face. Remember, I could go in with the white. We keep going, you can see there's whiter values. So let's go straight to the white and see what we can bring out of this. Let's see, there's some reflections of the water here, because just watch these marks here. Now we can really add some shape using this white. Oh, don't be afraid making mistakes. You don't really make mistakes in drawing. You can always correct it. You got the ability to correct it. Now let's put some mark for the teeth. but again, they're not like totally white teeth, you know, even though they're, let's add that ferocity of the sharp, this mouth. So again, go with, remember to use some, even though you're using strokes, you should consider doing some scrumbling like I'm doing right now. So sometimes adding this scrumbling gives it like as though you're not just adding just the effects, you know, you're not just using a pencil stroke in in a unidirectional way. There's obviously these like tiny details that help, like this here. So just keep using that, and don't forget to keep sharpening your pencil. Like here, I can see some whites, and then use pressure to control the amount of white. Could use this, then use more of the white. Just add a little bit of illusion of depth. Here the more reflected light, the belly. Again, use pressure to build the effects. Follow the so you notice you gotta get a little bit add texture here to give it. Even though you've added that, you should also consider adding effects here. Let's give the illusion of more this teeth here. Okay. Let's add some just around this teeth section here. So the next I'm using a thinner blender for a bit more control. Again, because this part is so smooth, the belly, although the top as well, you know, it's important. So let's go over some of the white, the familiar trademark of a shark. Okay, I think give more sort of around the eyes here. The eyes. This is this eyes section. Very important, and I think you can see that this is not too bad, although I can see some improvements I can make. Again, you know, it's could have done some things better, but that's the whole fun of drawing, is that you do it, you learn. I hope you had fun doing this. Until next time, thank you. Bye bye.